At the beginning of the week, I hoped that the students would come to look at chamber music differently as a result of the week here, that they would start to understand that when you perform a piece of music, even though you have a score in front of you, that you're as much a collaborator in the end result of that musical performance as the composer is.
Just to lock in really well with what Ellen and Oliver are doing.
It's absolutely essential at this age to be exposed to these sorts of things, because this is when you're laying the foundation of how you make music, and unless somehow you're sort of jolted into a sort of that other level of performing in an active way, you can easily become a passive musician, which isn't a very rewarding musical experience.
Scared there. You need to be much more strong, but you're going to yum, and then she goes, oh, goodness me. Okay?
I'm Victoria Brandwood, and I play the flute and the piano. I've been playing for 5 years, and I'm 15 years old. I just wanted to generally get more kind of musicality and style of pieces, and I didn't really know what to expect.
Hi, I'm Ellie. I come from Norfolk in Norwich, and I play the violin. I really enjoyed the dark rays. I liked the scarves and the balls. That's fun.
This morning we've been doing a Eurythmics session with Dalcroze Eurythmics, and that involves thinking about what happens in the music. So we have a bouncy ball, and we either bounce it if we arrive at a place, we can throw it if there's kind of lifts to a place, or we can kind of hold the ball and walk or run with or move with the ball to show if there's no kind of real down or up, but it's still moving. And that shows us and shows everyone with the music about what actually is happening, rather than, say, just playing it metronomically, like in a MIDI file, but putting effort and emotion into it and seeing where the phrases go.
I took a risk in putting on the table a lot of elements which were risky, by inviting them to really take risks and to improvise within classical or so-called classical repertoire.
I've never improvised with any classical or baroque music.
They were obviously challenged with very basic issues of confidence, of mastery, of the repertoire, etc. And as you know, the first 2 days were slow to take off. And there was fear, and there was, people gave a fight. And that was very moving to see and powerful to see.
Only once before have I worked with only musicians kind of of this standard, and even then I wasn't as good as I am now, so it really has been good, and it's really pushed myself, especially you sit down at the piano and after seeing one of David Dolan's improvisations, and you have to try and kind of almost match that, and that's quite hard to do, but it's good fun to push myself to try and get that.
To enhance creativity without giving up the threshold of quality. I think I can use some of the students' descriptions of what they went through when I answered the question of what is it all about. They were talking confidence building. They were talking about enjoyment that they felt while working repertoire in a way that they haven't felt before. Talking about understanding beyond the notes, understanding musical lines, understanding why harmony matters and what's the story of harmony. And that was wonderful to hear.
I was a little scared to start with, but I think I'm better now.
I'm Lucy, I'm 13 and I'm from just outside Cambridge. I've been on courses with an orchestra, but nothing where it's just like creative.
Yeah, it has built up my confidence, and it's built up my technical skill, which has been very helpful, and that will help, of course, my confidence as well. Experience, and I think we advance me so much further as well.
I think a course like this, it's so multifaceted, and I think part of the benefit is actually the environment, working in this environment which is intensive, and it's away from their normal frame of reference, and it's also an environment which is sort of risk-free, so that the students can go places perhaps that they would feel unsure about going musically and personally as well.
Opportunities I had stuck with me for life, actually, and that's why it's been great to feel like we're maybe making a bit of an impact and having a week that people are really going to remember.
I would definitely be able to apply what I've learned into my general music making. Just in this week it's advanced me so much that it's really been helpful, and I think if I keep on doing and practicing what they've said, it will make it so much better.
A change from what you usually do, like new things, like playing with different people in different ways, has been good. How to use that in different situations and stuff, so I can take that away from the course.
This course has been fantastic. I think that the students on this course have gained a tremendous amount from it. So in terms of the individuals, then of course it's pitched exactly right for them.
I think this course is really good because it's really open. I've never been to a course where you have a quartet and then everyone sits around and shares comments. I think that's really good because you can have all of these different opinions and yeah.
The conversation that's gone on after the sessions have finished has been fantastic, and I've learned a lot from my colleagues. What's been really fascinating is that we've all been approaching the same point but from very different perspectives. And David is a teacher, me as a performer, Mark as an educator, and particularly with David, I've really enjoyed talking about what he calls improvisation and I would call storytelling through music. And it's been interesting to share vocabulary and realize that we've been talking about the same thing in different ways.
I think working with other professionals, one always learns a different approach and a different avenue to where we're all trying to get to. But one learns from the students all the time, because actually if you let them take you to places where they want to be or they want to explore, or sometimes they show you places they don't want to go, actually one learns as much from that process.
I don't really know what I was expecting to get out of this week. But I have to say, I've got so much out of it that I can not only just transfer onto the pieces we've been practicing, but transfer on to other pieces that I'm going to play and have played, that is going to really help me make my piano playing much better.
And I think the interesting thing sometimes is if you don't set an agenda with the students, they can really show you something that you never conceived before, either about a specific piece or a way of doing it, or just an approach to music making.
We didn't really have any rigid plan. We were very much going according to the progress and sometimes struggle of the students. Since it succeeded, it's a very wonderful feeling to take home.
not had a chance to work with professional musicians like that before, and it's been really good.
I really enjoyed this kind of course, the creativeness. I don't know, any course really.
So is there anything we've got wrong with this course?
No.
It's your perfect course.
Yeah.
Okay, would you come again?
Yes.